What life has taught me is that the circle of people around you matter. You have to decide who you allow in, how long they stay, and who you need to throw out of your life. The reason this is important is because each person, their behavior and their words have an effect on you. For example, if you have someone around you who exhibits a lot of drama in their life, that is a red flag, because their drama is eventually going to become your drama. And even if you are not involved in some kind of discord in your life, you need to realize that their life and their choices are going to eventually drain into your life. If they are a person who has a lot of chaos or conflict, that stuff is going to impact you. Yeah, they might even say, I don't like conflict. But you have to evaluate what kind of energy they are bringing into your circle. You will see that they are often experiencing a repetitive pattern. Another person's drama can actually become addictive to you, giving you an adrenaline boost or cortisol shot. So be aware of the tendency of being addicted to drama and gossip, or even bad news. This is not just about being nice, though niceness and respect are important. Yes, you do want people to be kind and respectful to you. But this is really about creating the kind of stability and emotional safety you want in your life. In order to be grounded and steady, you have to associate with others who are grounded and steady, setting up a vibrational frequency that can attract the kind of people that are naturally in alignment with your values. In life, things can and will go wrong, and we have to be okay with that. Most people are not okay with it. Therefore, they tend to live in a distress cycle of reactivity and crisis. Some people try to control their lives to ensure that nothing ever goes wrong. We can mitigate things going wrong, but never prevent bad things from happening altogether. This is why it's helpful and necessary to choose your inner circle of people carefully. You want to create a stable, supportive, and emotionally safe environment in order to reduce stress as much as possible. Now, there are two kinds of stress. One kind builds adaptability and resilience. These are situations where you just have to show up, like public speaking or weight training, playing music at an open mic, or even standing up for yourself. Those kinds of situations are good. They help you to improve and grow. But there is a bad kind of stress. It's called chronic stress. In most cases, this generally involves being in an unhealthy relationship, being with someone who is perhaps punitive, critical, sarcastic, or angry all the time. Because you're thinking, am I going to get yelled at? Is this person going to attack me? Are they going to tear me down? Are they going to lie to me? This is not good for you. It causes a deterioration of your self-esteem and your personal self-worth. In the world of developmental psychology, there are two kinds of mindsets to be aware of. It's called sense-making. The first is self-referencing, or identifying with yourself. The other is to be instrumental, The difference between these two mindsets are crucial if you want to develop a strong foundation of emotional safety. Identifying with self or self-referencing is just focusing on your own life, your own troubles, your own situation. You can hear this clearly when people speak I statements. I this, I that, me this, my that. A person that uses this kind of language when they speak or text or write is an indication that they are living in an emotional state where they're trying to figure out what went wrong, what can I do to prevent this from ever happening again in the future. But the other mindset is to be instrumental. It's a goal or service-oriented driven life. It's a mindset where the focus is on moving forward, working towards achieving a mission or a goal or some worthwhile project. We all move through these different mindsets, and depending on the situation we're in, we could flip back and forth. In some situations, we might be going through a problem and we're self-identifying or self-analyzing. But then in another situation, we'll be more instrumental. We're engaged in a task or a project. Feelings are not a bad thing, but we need to recognize when we're being driven by pure emotion. In this world, very few people actually care about your problems and what you're feeling. So whenever you're going through a situation and something bad begins to happen, of course, you're going to move into self-identity. But the trick is, after you've gone through a certain amount of emotional processing, you have to be able to move out of it. This is a habit that we have to learn to do, to break free. One mindset is not better or worse than the other. They lead to different kinds of experiences in life. What we choose to focus on constructs the reality that appears around us. What is your mission in life? If it's only about you, and it can be, that's okay, then it's going to be a bit of a struggle. If your mission is goal-oriented or focused on using your gifts to bring light and service to the world, you're going to find it's easier to live in a state of emotional safety. It is a bizarre paradox. Some people believe that by going to therapy and talking about their traumas and their problems over and over is going to help. It may help in the beginning, but at some point, one has to begin to move forward. Don't get trapped in the repeating thought loop matrix where you're constantly self-referencing. Ultimately, the higher path in life is to develop humility, to become the kind of emotionally mature person that lives in a world only to offer their gifts and service to others. Not too many people like a know-it-all, someone who thinks they have all the answers to everything, that won't listen to another point of view. It takes humility and modesty to earn the respect of others. I think it's brilliantly stated in the Bible in Matthew 23. The greatest among you shall be your servant. Whoever exalts himself will be humbled, and whoever humbles himself will be exalted. Peace be with you.